Hey friends, Noah here. Today we are making the ultimate beginner beanie. This is very simple. It uses the very basic stitch that we learn when you start crocheting. It has no shaping. You just make a rectangle and then seam it all together. Before you begin, measure your head, wrap snugly around the widest part of your head and note the number. As you keep making your rows back and forth, keep measuring until you reach that number. Or if you don't have the tape measure, you can keep trying the beanie to see if it wraps comfortably around your head, and then we can seam it. You're ready for some fun? Let's begin the tutorial. The materials we need are a worsted weight yarn, that's weight number 4. See if you can, there you go. I am going to use around 200 meters from this. Tape measure, pair of scissors, yarn needle, and 5mm hook. This yarn recommends 5mm hook, so whichever yarn you are using, use the recommended hook. Okay, let's begin. I am going to start with 50 chains. This beanie is made vertically, so the starting chain will be the height of your head, so you decide however long you want it. Okay, I'm going to start with a slip knot and chain 50. I have my 50 chains. I'm just gonna measure it and see how long it's going to be. It's around 13. Oops, I'm just stretching it because the minute when you work on your, when you start making stitches, it might become longer. So it says 12.5, but I think the end result will probably be around 13 inches. Okay, so with my 50 chains, we are going to start with row 1. We're going to skip the first chain and work single crochet on the second one. Work your single crochet stitches until the end of the row. Okay, row 1 is done. We are moving on to the second row. Okay, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. For the first and the last stitch, I insert the hook on both loops. So there's a V at the top, so I'll be inserting my hook on both loops. And then for the rest of the stitch, or the rest in between anyways, between the first and the last, we are inserting the hook into the back loop. Into this one, the one furthest to you. So this, oops, this is the front loop, this is the back loop. So this is where you're going to insert your hook. Back loop. I have reached the end of the row. For the last stitch, again, you are inserting your hook on both loops. Okay, and then you chain one, turn your work. The first one again, you are inserting the hook on both loops. Okay, you got your first single crochet, and we are doing the back loop again. The rest is the back loop. Insert the hook on your back loop and make a single crochet. And insert the hook on both loops for the last stitch. And this is how it looks after row 3. And you are going to repeat this row again until you have the same measurement for your head circumference that you did at the beginning. So it's gonna grow this way until you reach your head circumference. Then we will meet up when I am done that on my side. I am done making my rows. I have 70 in total, and my thing measures, my tape is not, it measures about 9.5, but this is very stretchy, so I'm not worried that it's not gonna fit. This stitch is very stretchy, and with my head circumference being 20 inches, this will fit perfectly. Okay, next we are going to, I'm going to fasten off, I'm gonna cut the yarn. I'm just gonna double up the length of my tail and then cut the yarn and fasten off. Okay, next I'm going to fold my hat in half. So we're going to work our way from here all the way to the top. I'm gonna use my yarn needle. And then I'm just gonna go from the very first stitch and pull up a loop and then go back to the one I just made. And then align my my 2 rows, insert my hook from under, up, out, and then go to the other side from under and up towards you, out. Okay, so my stitch make a little bit of a zigzag, so I can easily just pull it up to tighten up my stitches. Okay, looks like this on one side and like this on the other, and I'm going to repeat this until I reach the top. I am done seaming the side of the hat, so it looks like this on one side and the other on one side. I cut my tail short, so I'm just gonna grab a new tail just so we can close the top of our hat. So I'm just gonna weave through the top of the hat. Just go through, or the easiest way is to go through you're just gonna pull up the 2 strands to cinch close the top. Sorry about that. So we're just gonna pull the both ends together. Let me just grab it. And then I'm just gonna tie it up. Okay, with one end of the strand, I'm just gonna insert the hook, sorry, the yarn needle from one end to the other, and then insert the needle on one side, and then pull it out on the other side. So it's like I'm making a cross with my strands. And then from here you can just weave in the ends. Okay, so I'm going to do this later finish and weave in the ends just for this to blend in. And there we have it, guys. This is the simplest form of hat you can make. There's no shaping. All you do is to make a rectangle, seam it, and then you have a beautiful stretchy hat. Okay. I hope this was very helpful to you as a beginner, especially. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Give it thumbs up, like it, share it with friends and family to help grow the channel. And I will see you in the next tutorial.